Hi guys, this is Rad and you're watching DIY Adventure channel. Today I'm preparing a small surprise for my son, and he's 5.5 now, so he's completely amazed with all this superhero stuff, and he loves Batman. So I decided to make for him LED lamp which will be shaped of the Batman sign, uh, because this is a first time project I'm doing like that. So I decided to do in a smaller size, roughly about 50 centimeter long by 20 centimeter high, so about 25 inches by about 10 inches, something like that, maybe less. So I'm going to use for it LED strip light I bought on Amazon. I'm not quite happy with it because it stated in the description that it will be with the remote control, and it's battery supplied, and remote control is actually attached to the battery holder, and there is like a small panel when you can change the color change or color itself, and it's plugged to the strip directly. So maybe this company invented the new definition of the remote control, which will be wired control. So yeah, that will be one thing. Batteries, material I found I have left. Ideally there will be plywood. I don't have any plywood, so I got some OSB board. This is like an offcut, some scrub, I don't know, remember. This is long enough and wide enough I can play with it. Even if I make a fail first time, I've got enough material to do the second approach. So yeah, I'm going to do the plywood. I don't remember, it's a 5mm, I think so. Yeah, it's roughly, oh no, it's about 9mm actually. 9mm thick. So it can be too thin because you will have to attach some kind of brackets on the back or any kind of mounting elements, as well as battery pack and light strip. But light strip you can, well, you can do it really even on the with the hot glue gun or something like that. And I use a template. I will show you right now. Okay, so this is the template I'm going to use. I actually pick one of these graphics you can find on the internet and just print it in the form of 2x2 on the printer. I've got laser printer, so I don't mind if they'll be fully black. You can find as well only with the like outlines, so if you want to save some ink or the toner. But yeah, so I need to trim this margins first, and then I'm going to glue it to the board, and then I will use the jigsaw, which I was repairing a few episodes before, and we'll see what happened with that. So okay, trimming now. So I could print it without margins, but I didn't. So because of that I have to trim them. I'll do page by page. And to do this, I can recommend this knife. I bought it originally for making models, and it's a Fiskars, and I really like it. It has got round blade, which is protected. You cannot hurt yourself. You can hold, like, hide it, this guy. So now we can cut it. They're very sharp, and they're replaceable. It's ready to replace. You just need to undo this screw, and you can place for another one. So I'm not getting any money from this opinion. It's just a thing I would recommend it. And of course, it's just a matter of pressure you put. So nice clean cut. It will be good one in this with the straight cuts. And I think so it could be very useful in the curves. But if not, you can use old-fashioned scissors here. But if you want to do the cut like that by hand, it's not a problem. It's really, I will leave this one, just cut extra piece here because I want to get rid of the margins only. I'm going to cut it anyway using the jigsaw, so no necessary really to complicate your life if you don't have to. And this is quite old knife. I think so. I have it like 3 years, so it's still doing the job quite good. As I say, you can replace the blades, and I can recommend it. I can actually put some link under the videos with the affiliation. Yeah. So if you want to support me, you can use that. But wasn't my intention originally to do this. Just got these ideas at the moment. I'll get rid of excess empty material. All pages. Same way. I don't have to use a large amount of glue. And that could be just ordinary paper glue. I don't have it. I will use this wood PVA glue. So right, okay, this is done. Let's see the result. So this is nice, and this is nice. Yep. So roughly 50 centimeter. Yeah, about 20 inches, 50 centimeter long. About maybe higher. 7 inches or about 18 centimeters high. So that will be small lump. But this will be alright for the beginning. If I will make it nicely, maybe I'll do the bigger version, but that will be alright at the moment. Okay, so let's glue it. Okay, let's give it about half an hour to dry, and then we can crack on. Okay, the glue bonded enough so I can start doing cuts. As you see, it's not perfectly dry, but that's alright for me. I just want to shape it. Okay, I hope so you can see this properly. It's not perfectly shaped. Use some sandpaper and it should be alright. And the jigsaw by the chins is working fine, so maybe it was just a matter to use it in the appropriate way. It's doing curves nicely. So now it's just a matter of proper sanding and it will be alright. Just remember that this is not CNC machine cutting, this is made by hand, so you have to be perfect, and I'm not the woodworking master, so it's chipped a little bit on the edges, but should be alright. Well, I was waiting a little bit longer than half an hour, and that's why the glue bonded a little bit stronger as well. Hi guys, this is day number 2 of making this LED lamp. As you see, I put few coats of metal spray paint, black color. I think so. It was 2 layers. It's still a little bit sticky after 24 hours or so, but it should be all right to carry on with the job. So now what I want to do, I want to organize the LED strip, and to do this I was thinking about make some like points to I could attach it to them, and I found one of these old wedges. I think so it's called wedges, so I can use it actually to guide this LED strip, and I think so this will do the job. They're roughly the same thickness. This is one of those old jobs I did in the past, so I think so I'll just put them something like that, so I could just attach this strip to them. Let me think about it. I think so that should be alright. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue them, and the mounting mechanism is quite simple. I found old brackets from old fence I used to have when I moved into this property. So they were holding the bracket. The brackets had been attached to the posts, and they were holding these panels, which are sliding inside of them, like that. Yeah, the post was here, the panels was here, and just screw them together. So I've got quite a few of them because I don't, bin the things. The mechanism of holding it will be very simple. I just screw this in, and I screw this to the wall, and they will be sliding in like that. So no screws necessary, and this is a very small thing. It could be useful for the bigger one as well, and this generate enough pressure between each frame, so it will not fall off, and you can remove it, and that's supposed to do the job. I'm just thinking if this won't be too big distance between the frame and the lamp, especially this is very small lamp. So this is still work in progress. I'm not quite sure 100% this is the way to do it. I think so. If I could attach this bracket directly somewhere here, this actually would do the job as well. I don't know if you can see this properly. The light is very low today, so I don't want to screw through this. I want to glue it, and I don't think so I can do it PVA. So or this, or alternatively I'll find piece of wood which I can glue it to this lamp, and then I could just slide in as I showed you, but it must be a little bit wider, something like this maybe. So I just need to find a piece of wood, so it will be mounted like that. And then the battery pack, that's another thing. Yeah, the size of it is actually not very helpful. I was thinking making the smaller one in the beginning, it will be easier, but actually it's not easier, it's harder because you have to pack all this stuff behind it and save the space. But you know what? If the battery pack is wide enough, I can actually use this as a slot. That will do the job as well. So I need to double check it. This battery pack would be just wide enough, but not the one. So yeah, as I said before, packing this all on the back is actually making this harder, not easier. So this will have to hanging down somehow. So if I would do this again, I would probably use format 3 by 3 pages at least, so it will be like 75 centimeters long, probably about 40 centimeters high, and that will give you enough material. It's just I don't have enough material myself to use it for so big format, so maybe when I get next time I will do a bigger one. But yeah, the thing is to align this one around it. Should be alright that way. Around this one and go aside and go around. Yeah, that will do. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the clamps to make sure it is together properly. Okay, clamp number one. I won't be able to reach this one. I won't be reach. Okay. Will not break it. I hope so. Let's see, this one will reach it. Okay, and I'm going to leave it. Oh, this one is released. Cracky. It's not good. This one has released. This is not good. And this one as well. Bloody hell. try to use a pad on the bottom. Let's see if it will work. If I will fit that, first of all, I won't be able to fit it. I won't be able to. This is in a slight angle, which I don't like it. Okay, we'll see. I have to leave it, and we'll see what happened then with them. Not much thing I can do. We'll see. I hope so. It will not be out of shape. It's alright so far. In the worst case, I will have to paint again from the front. So that's cool anyway. I'll leave the glue as it is. A little bit overflowing, but that's alright for me. Okay, so that will be all for today. Just a quick advert. Okay, so I'm leaving this for another day, and when I come back from work tomorrow, I'm going to see what happens, and then maybe I can crack on with the further process of making this lamp. I hope so. I will be able to finish, because I'm curious of the result. And yeah, if you can, do it bigger, because it's just much easier, you know. It's much easier to mount all of these LEDs on the back. Yeah. All right. So I'll come back tomorrow then. Cheers. Hi again, guys. I come back after a couple of days. I have no chance to actually continue the project. So far it took me about 1 day time for drying the paint, another 2 days for drying glue, and the material could bond it properly. So I don't know what is happening now when I'm going to detach this. So I hope so it's actually properly bonded. So we'll see what happens really. Hope so this glue will be strong enough to hold this bracket. There will be any marks on the paint, so I'm going to repaint it. I put 2 layers of paint, so I hope so it will be intact. So yeah, but as I'm afraid, it's actually the paint bonded stronger than glue. Oh, cracky. So yeah, I have to repaint it again, but that's not a problem, that's not an issue. It's just the paint didn't dry properly when I was applying the glue from the other side. So I was expecting it will actually it will stick to it. But I'm happy with this side. It looks like it's quite strong. So I'm going to check it out if this will actually fit. So let's say I'll have the power switch somewhere on the bottom, so this will go around that way. I'll break it like that, roughly about this way, and again around here, this corner. gently bend here and end it here. So well, actually I can do it that way. So I'm supposed to be able to mount this battery holder somewhere like that, and then well, that's the problem. That's supposed to be remote control and it isn't, so it's not exactly as I imagine it, but I could make it on a back, and when the battery will be here, the switch itself will be on the back, and there is enough space so you push the finger against and just press it, start, stop, whichever. Take off the screws. This should be alright. Maybe I could go a little bit higher, but that's alright, that will do. So it's a quick job with the glue gun. Let's see if I can fit it again. It should be okay to do it. Yeah, holding. So it's holding. If I want to dismantle, it's easy to do it. Holding, dismantle. So I got this thing done. It's holding quite tight. Now I need to attach this. Probably I will do the same with the glue gun. So just a little bit more. Before I will do it, I need to think about how to attach this. Let's see if I can actually. Okay, so this is that's the right orientation of in the socket. So I don't want to really have any things overhanging. As I said on the beginning, this is actually disadvantage because I was doing the size is disadvantage because I was doing small. I thought it would be easier. It's actually harder because in a bigger piece of material you have got much more space to hide all elements. But as I said, I'm going to do a second lamp, a different style. I think it will be flash because my son is changing his mind quite often, and I will do this much bigger. It's different shape as well, so we'll see. This is really just for a try. Right. Alright, this cable is not helping. So okay, so if I will just to put a little bit here, touch the cable. Will be the best. like to attach this to this bottom part. Okay, so this is holding. Right, so we've got box with the battery ready. This is holding tight. I can assemble or disassemble if I want to change the batteries. Click, power on. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start peeling this off. I'm attaching the LEDs. So I would like to shape it a little bit. Alright, it's going good. And I want to stick it to the box, at least not the top box. So I'm going to take it off and attach it to this one. I'm wondering if this will not stick together to the second one. Just let me think how I can do it. I just use a piece of material just to hold it, keep it in distance, yeah. Right, so I got this piece here. Okay, it's still hot, shouldn't. And this is quite interesting when I can finish it. Just finger power down here, here. Alright, so now I would like to do like a wing. Yep. And here I would like to change this a little bit. And that's the question, how I can do it. So if I'm going to do that way, I'm going to cover the buttons. You know what, I'll try doing this way. Shall be able to. Oh, I won't be. So this is not the best design, really. I have to admit that it could be done better. So it's working. It's working. Right. So I recommend, if somebody would like to do it in the bigger scale, yeah, because this has a matter, you know, this has a very big matter. I just cut it here on this bridge. So it's still light here. I'll just glue it here as it is. Of course it will allow me to do it. Right. So it doesn't look too pretty from the internal side. And as I said, if I could do it bigger, I would do it bigger. So this is how it looks like. Not too pretty. But if you look from the, let's say, wall side, let's say this imitator wall, it will be quite a lot of space, especially this bracket is not fully coming into. Yeah, it's like that. Maximum. That's the max. So it's enough space from both sides to operate it, to switch the colors. You can on, and you can just easily put the finger. Just changing the colors. That's different tones. Right. Okay. So I'm not really proud of it. I could do this better. I'm going to save this tape because I've got a little bit more. I don't know if I have any controllers for this, but if I'm going to buy something, I will do it. I will do better shopping than this one. This is the light in its full look. I think so. It's actually looking quite cool. Do you like it, Leon?
Yeah.
He's like it, and there is an option to change the lights. Okay. All right. So as I suggested, it's better to do the bigger in size because it's much easier to pack all the elements. I will show you from the side how does it look like if I can. Yeah. So this is how it looks like.
We wonder gonna be the light.
There is a control panel here. It's not much view. So yeah, so I think so bigger is better because it's much more space to pack it, and I locked it on this brackets as I showed you, and I used the safety pin so children cannot remove it. Easy to remove it for yourself. It's like a push-in method. So yeah. This is how it is, yeah. So Leon is enjoying it. I hope so you enjoyed the videos, and well, I'm going to prepare another one for Leon, which is the flash, yes?
Yeah.
And
it's gonna be right here.
Yeah, so soon it will be another one, and I hope so to do it much bigger, and it will be much easier to do it, different shape, different size, less curves, more straight angles, more straight cuts. So yeah, that's it. This is Batman LED lamp, and as you see, my son is happy with that. So if he's happy, I'm happy. All right, thanks for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye.